People who met their so or another important person in their life through Reddit. What's your story? Right after college I moved to a new city by myself, and I was having trouble meeting people. I ventured onto the city's subreddit and saw a meetup posted for a Halloween pub crawl, so I decided to go. I told the group what costume I would be wearing and headed out. I got to the first bar a bit late, so I assumed the group had moved to the next one. The group saw me from the line for the next bar and called me over, but just as they did, two very shady looking guys who had apparently been following me since the last bar popped up from behind me and told me they were here to take me to the party. One of the members of the Reddit group I was going to meet stepped forward and said, "No, this is our friend. She's with us. You two can leave." So, essentially a group of Reddit strangers saved me from real life strangers. That was 5 years ago, and the group I met that night and I are still super close, even though only about half of the original group still lives in the same city. We grup chat and or roast each other every day. I also met my so of 3+ years through the group, so thanks to Reddit not only did I not get kidnapped, but I also met most of my favorite people in the world. Met my so on a friend making subreddit after a really bad breakup. Long distance for 3 years. Together 5 years this October. He lived a couple states over from me. We would Skype every day for hours. We started off as friends, but it turned into something more. Still love him. Met my ex-GF now best friend on Reddit. She uploaded the picture of one of the cats in my college campus. I identified it, texted, and eventually we met up in college. Best relationship ever. However, while being with me, she learned that she wasn't into men. So we stayed as friends and hang out almost every day. Was going through a depressive time. July 16th, 2017 was the death date I decided for myself. I purchased a lot of drugs. I was gonna rob myself. I was addicted to OxyContin. I also self-harmed. July 15th, 2017 I decided to go do something that I loved for my last day on earth. Play some video games. I got into a lobby of 4 people. Usually I'd mute the players and play music instead, but for some reason something told me to listen. There was a woman in the lobby. She tried including me on the conversations she was having with her 3 friends. So I joined in, and it was all great and fun. The next day, my death date, we chatted all day and played video games all night. She made me feel happy and totally made me forget about wanting to kill myself and made the loud voice in my head quiet. To this day, we've almost known each other for 2 years. She's my girlfriend and soon to be fiance. She has 2 amazing kids and I love them both. They call me dad. She saved my life and gave me a family and lots of love. I owe her the world. Never on Reddit, though I'd consider there are a couple of people I've interacted with on here enough that I actually care about them. I met one girl on a message board a long time ago though. Not like, met a girl and wanted to bang, but someone who liked the same bands as me and was actually interesting to talk to. I've been talking to her for 25 years and never met her. She knows all about my life, family, ups/downs etc. and I about hers. I'd say it's a truly pure and amazing friendship. Outside my immediate family, the most important to me. She literally is a best friend who doesn't really judge and actually cannot judge, and I know I truly care about and cares about me. It's one of my few constants in this world. Posted on /r/r for are looking for an NFL watching buddy. Since I'm a woman I received upwards of 100 messages. Any woman that's ever posted on that sub knows how it is, but I made it harder on myself posting about a male dominated hobby. For some reason one guy in particular stuck out. We messaged on and off, and for brief periods of time for about 4 months. From then on we started chatting a lot more consistently. I had already developed a thing for him. And then I found out he lived in my dream city on top of it. 2100 miles apart, and somehow we made long distance work for 3 years. After 10 visits back and forth, this past December my dog and I moved in with him. He's sitting beside me right now. Not through Reddit, but I saw Reddit in the bookmarks of a now really good friend when we met not long ago, so I started talk about it, now joke about Reddit and memes. It's cool. It's the only guy who understands my IRL memes references. But we don't know each other's username. I met my best mommy friend on Reddit. I was in a due date subreddit for pregnant women who were due in the same month, and that spun off into a Facebook group. At some point I realized that one of the girls lived less than a mile from her house, so we decided to meet up. Our little girls were born a week apart and now they will grow up together. Met a kid my age on r/teenagers. Yes, I'm a teen too. He is a closeted gay and I have depression. So we both have someone to talk about our problems with. We play games together and we've introduced each other to our other friends. We talk all the time when we aren't playing games and he's just a cool guy. Met on a subreddit's Discord server during a strange time in my life. We and a few others branched off into our own group, played video games together, and some nights there'd just be 3 of us sat up late at night talking about anything. Sometimes the other guy went to bed, other times we all went off at the same time. I fell for this guy on his voice and personality at first, as odd as that sounds. He was such a *NICE* person to be around and talk to, and he had a nice voice. When he sent me a photo of himself, he was also very much my type. A short while later I get tired of dropping hints hoping he'd ask me or initiate the romance talk, so I took the bull by the horns and told him how I felt. He admitted he'd never actually considered an LDR, took a few days to process, and then he got back to me and admitted I'd been on his mind a lot and he felt he was starting to feel the same way about me. We've been together for nearly 2 years now, in an LDR that's about 400 miles apart. We're closing the distance in less than 7 weeks time now, though. I can't wait. Met my so at a Reddit meetup 4 years ago. I wanted to make some new friends, but I was not looking for a relationship. He got very drunk and told me he liked me and asked me on a date. I thought he was cute and seemed funny and interesting. I was right. The past 4 years have been amazing, challenging, and I would not have been able to predict my life would turn out this way. I'm disabled and have no friends. Thanks to Reddit I met a person a month ago after years of chatting. Feels good. I hope to meet this person again and again, but we live in distant cities so it's hard. This made me more self-confident and happy. I can't explain to you how I felt that day. I met my husband on a BBS in 1992, pre-Reddit. We got married in 1997 and are still glad to see each other, so that's a win. Make sure to like and subscribe for more daily content. Thanks for watching.